Alright guys, so here's an update from this from the Ccrb stuff from this officer attacking me and shit. So again, on August 22nd, I was pulled over on my unicycle, and the guy threw me off my unicycle, put me in handcuffs, walked me over across the street, said you're getting a ticket, gave me a ticket, gave me a summons. I have to be in court. I called Ccrb, which is Civilian Complaint Review Board, and the system is guaranteed to make you fail. Like, it's made in favor of the officer. Ccrb is supposed to be for a complaint on an officer, but not to give the upper hand to the officer. So how Ccrb works is very simple. They give you two options. You either have an investigation or you have a mediation. Now, if you have an investigation, that's it. It's all you can have is investigation. There's no mediation. Nothing at all. There's just investigation. If you have a mediation, and then if you feel that the mediation is not good, then they stop the mediation, and then they do an investigation. Now, at the same time, I want to be able to view the body cam footage that was taken off the officer. I think I should be allowed to view that. They said definitely you should be allowed to view it, but you could only view it after the case is closed. I said, what do you mean after the case is closed? If we're going to go to court, let's say, you don't present the evidence after the case is closed. You present the case before and during the case so that you may close the case. Apparently they don't allow it. You can get the evidence, which is called a FOIL release, after the case is closed. I said, well, do I get to at least view it while it's in your possession? They go, no, you cannot view it while it's in our possession. I said, well, if I can't view it and I can't see it and I have no access to it, what are we going to mediation for? Like, seriously. What are we going to mediation for? What am I going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? I'm going to tell the officer why you... He's like, fuck, I did what? I don't know. Fuck, he did. They're going to let him see the video. Why they're not going to let me see the video? If party A is able to see video, then party B and C and so on should be able to access the video as well. Or should at least be allowed to view it. They're saying no. You cannot view it until after the case is closed. So I'm feeling that this Ccrb, which is not employed by the NYPD, is working in favor of NYPD. Because what are we talking about? Like, if I needed to prove that something was done, it's my word against their word, and all they gotta do is say it didn't happen. But if it's there in video and it's there, but I can't provide the proof until after the case is closed, then I'm definitely going to be found say guilty until after the case is closed. You cannot reopen the case up again. So how's that helping us? I mean, do we have to go to internal affairs? Like, do we really have to go that fucking far to make a complaint on the officer so that it's equal grounds? Because at this point, I don't feel that it's equal grounds. The officer's definitely going to get a chance to view the body cam video before the case closes. Well, I want to have the same privilege when they're telling me that I don't have that same privilege. That's illegal. That's like denying me my rights to see something, to see evidence. Like, I want to know what the hell I'm being accused of, let's say. You know what I mean? Like, if I said something on the video that I should have never said, then I want to see that. And since they offer that mediation, I want to be able to discuss that in mediation, right? Because that's what mediation is for, right? You did something, and now everybody knows what you did, right? And now we're going to mediate about it. But if we don't know what we did, we just heard about it, it just gets passed down the line. And, as things get passed down the line, they're never the same. It's like saying hello 200 times. You could say hello in a million different ways, and it will sound different in every single way. And so it just gets passed on and on and on and on, which is wrong. So I think Ccrb is really, really in the favor of the officer. It's not in the favor of civilian. And even if the civilian does go in there, because they asked me a whole bunch of stupid questions. What's your height? What's your hair color? What's your eye color? The hell's the matter with fucking color of hair I am? What's my ethnicity? I don't want to answer. I'm fucking purple. I'm purple. Green. Yellow. How tall are you? How heavy are you? What do you need to know that questions for? And then it's going, and everything's being recorded, and it's all going against me. And I just realized that after I spoke to the 2 investigators. Like, this is stupid. Evidence should be available before, during, and whatever. Case is sealed. All right, sealed. We don't need it after. But they're not doing it. They're not making it available before or during. They're making it available only after, which defeats the purpose of having evidence present to defend myself. It's like, come to court and you can't defend yourself. What the hell would I do that for? I'm going to come to court. I'm going to defend myself. This is like wrong. I mean, maybe I didn't understand them, but as far as I'm concerned, that's what they said. If you have an investigation, it's only investigation. That's it. There's no mediation. If you have a mediation and you don't like the mediation, the way the mediation is going, you can begin an investigation, and then that's it. There's no mediation. So it's like they're giving you a choice between a rock and a hard place. So you either choose the rock or the hard place. None gets you anywhere. I think the system is just made to make you lose. And I think this is the I don't even know how to say it. It's like it's brutality shit from NYPD, from the police. This is I wouldn't say discrimination of any kind. I would say that this is illegal. Like, I thought the police was here to serve and protect us, and right now they're hurting us. It's just not just me. I'm pretty sure there's other people other than me that had the same thing, and then they stop it, and then nothing ever goes through. Nothing ever happens because nobody goes along with it. If I'm not able to see the evidence up front, what good is it? Like, honestly, what good is it if I don't see it up front? I need to see the evidence up front. You know, if this was ripped, I need to know that this was ripped. I need to see that it was ripped. Don't tell me it was just ripped and hide it from me, and after it's closed and say, hey, did you know this was ripped? I mean, I know it was ripped, but I want to see how. Right? I want to see who did it. I want to see when they did it. I want to see why they did it. I want to see how they did it. The 5 major questions: who, what, when, where, and why, and how. So why don't I get the chance to see this? Why is Ccrb hiding this information from me until after the fact, after the case is closed? Only after the case is closed am I eligible to view this foil copy, as it's called. After. So what am I going to sit there with and talk there with the officer for? You want a lollipop, bro? You suck on a lollipop? Like, what do you want to talk about? Let me see a video and then we'll talk. Like, all right, why'd you do that? Like, there's the video. Okay, cool. Why'd you do that? Like, why'd you do that? You know? Because if I'm going to just talk about it, I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see what we're talking about. Because then I could put the 2 and 2 together. Because anyone could talk about bullshit. But seeing and hearing are 2 different things. But if you put them together, you have a lot of proof. So, in my book, seeing is believing. And if I need to see the body cam footage before the mediation starts, or at least during the mediation, and I'll be happy, because then I know the system is definitely 100% made to make me fail. Because I went to like MTA Ccrb before. I think it's MTA, and these fuckers, they guaranteed to make you lose. It's guaranteed to me. I don't even know why people even bother with it. They gave me a court date on 9/11 as me being part of New York State Emergency Medical Services. The appointment was at 9 o'clock in the morning. Where do you think I'll be at 9/11 at 9 o'clock in the morning? Since 2001? It's called the Memorial. The 9/11 Memorial. Okay? How the hell do you give an appointment? And they knew this was going to happen. They knew I was going to show up. I don't care about for the money. That wasn't for the money. It was just the point of it. It was just the point of it. And that never went anywhere. That ticket, I paid it. I don't care. But it was just stupid that they gave me a court date on 9/11 to an EMS worker on 9/11. Like, they didn't care. They were like, what day is he guaranteed to not show up? Oh yeah, 9/11. Give it to him. I bet they're going to do the same thing here. They're going to do a court date and shit. Now, I want to pursue this further. I think I can have a harassment charge against this officer and against the NYPD, because I think the officer harassed me. He threw me off the scooter. And I mean, that's just harassment after I explained who I was. I think it's wrong. I think it's illegal what he did. And I don't care if you're a cop. You assaulted a New York State EMS worker. That's an assault. That's a felony 1 to 5. That's just like assaulting a bus driver. 1 to 5 felony. I don't care what suit you wear. Okay? Because if I was to hit the cop, oh shit, I'd go away for a long time. You know? Because I hit the cop. You hit the EMS worker that saves the cop, whack him. right? Because when they're fucking full of body holes, who did they call? They're not me necessarily, but I'm just saying they call the EMS to patch them up. But at the same time, EMS is the most underpaid profession in New York City. Okay, I think McDonald's or Burger King workers get more than EMS workers at this point. I make more at my side job than I make at EMS. I tell you that much. Okay? I make more at my side job. That's how bad it is. I make more there than I make at my EMS, and I have much more fun and less hassle, and you know, and I enjoy it. I joined EMS long time ago because I loved it. I didn't care for the pay, but at the same time, I realized that it is the most underpaid profession. It's the most underpaid profession, period. It's the most underpaid profession. And living here in the city, you can't survive on that pay. That's why we're busy working 2 jobs. Sometimes 3. No time for family. No time to do anything. You know, because we're not making that money here. We're suffering here. Not just me in general, but you know, it's this New York City. Everything's inflated now. So it's horrible. But, you know, but that's just what it is. You know, I mean, what are you going to do about it? You really can't do nothing about it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you feel like you have to comment, go ahead. I'll take all the criticism that you guys can take. Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, whether you think I'm right, whether you think I'm wrong, neutral, I don't care. Leave a comment of whatever, okay? Leave a comment, because I want this to blow up to have as many views as possible, because I think it's wrong. I think the evidence should be presented before a trial, not after the trial is closed, because after the trial is closed, it's too late. You've been sentenced already. You know, there's no changing that sentence because evidence came about. You know, I mean, I could see that working if the case is able to be reopened. I can see that working. But what's the point of reopening if you could just do it right then and there without having to reopen it? You know, like do it right then and there, like before. You know, before, during, and you don't need it after. That way you don't have to close anything and you don't have to reopen anything. Because if I have to get an attorney involved, that's going to be a problem, you know? This shit just goes on. I mean, stupid stuff. You know. But, yeah, again, like, share, or I don't care. Basically, yeah, so like, share, because I don't care, you know? So do what you got to do. Share this video. I mean, you think I'm right? You think I'm wrong? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm crazy? You know, whatever it is, I don't care. Leave a comment below. You got the power, guys. You have the power. You tell me what you think. You know, if you think I should, you know, get more into this, or if maybe you have some suggestions of what I can do versus what I'm allowed to do versus what I'm able to do. You know, so we'll go from there. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.